All right, Dave. Sorry, I was in the shower.
Eddie, glad to see you back on your feet. Just wanted to shake your hand.
Mine? What for?
You are a genuine have-a-go hero, old son. The world would be a far better place if there were a few more people like you around, I can tell you.
I was stupid, really. Just dived in on the spur of the moment, you know.
Nonsense. It was an act of outstanding courage. I only wish more people had your guts. By the way, what do you think about them arresting Mick Johnson like that?
Listen, Dave, I'd love to stop and talk, but I'm due down the police station, you know. They're having an ID parade and I have to be there with being a witness, like.
Really? Bit of a rum do, if you ask me. Usually there's no smoke without fire.
Well, it's hard to know what to think, but I can't really see Mick as an armed robber.
I remember the day it happened. The way he came screaming round the back of the shops in his car, nearly ran your good lady wife down in the process. He'd definitely been up to something.
I know, but he usually comes across as such a good guy. I mean, he saved our Lee from a bad accident. I love.
Well, whatever. He has been kept in for questioning.
Well, we'll just have to let the law run its course, eh, Dave?
Spoken like a true hero. Proud to know you, Eddie. Proud to know you.
Thank you. Well, we've managed to get your husband onto an identification parade this morning.
You arrested him before the service. He never got the chance to become my husband.
I am sorry about that. We've got 2 witnesses ready to have a look at him.
And what happens if they identify him?
He could be charged.
You can't charge an innocent guy. Mick's a law-abiding family man. He'd never get involved in any kind of violence or robbery.
We hear that kind of stuff a lot from fellas who carry guns. They say they carry the gun to prevent them having to use violence.
Mick's just a dad, that's all.
Who's been in trouble for assault before. And who's been up to his neck in debt and money troubles for a good while now.
He's worked really hard to get himself out of debt. He's a pizza man, not a criminal.
We find all sorts of people are attracted to the idea of easy money these days. Even people like you.
You're wasting your time and public money talking to me. You'll never prove anything against me because there's nothing to prove. I mean, has Mick even got a solicitor or someone helping him?
There will be a duty solicitor at the identification parade.
There'll be no one able to identify him because he wasn't involved in the robbery in the first place.
What's the matter?
I hate being Rachel Jordash.
What's brought this on?
I hate this stupid house, I hate school, I hate my family. What else do you want me to say?
Hey, what's happened?
I even have to drink water with that pour. All my mates are drinking cans of Coke and stuff, and I have to go to the toilets and drink out the tap.
Yeah, well, I know things have been tight for a while, but...
Oh, things are always tight in this house, and I'm getting fed up of being called a pov at school, because I can never afford what everyone else gets.
Simon? Man.
Terry?
Simon?
Leave him sleeping, it might do him some good.
Simon.
Right, let's get the rest on then, eh? See if we still got a strike in our hands.
Simon! Simon! Just go. Simon! Just run! Simon! Run! Run! Run!
You're all right, sir. You're all right now. Take all the pain. Yeah, well, it's all right. It's only a dream, that's all. Dream.
This way then, please, sir.
Okay, gentlemen, fancy dress time. Just the one each. So you get it? Just the one. Okay? When you're ready, just one mark. Okay, can I all step back? Okay, all right? Okay? All set?
Mom? I won't be a minute, love.
Oh, hold on, you've been there for ages. I can't let this cross forever, you know.
Yeah, I'll be out now.
Mum?
Oh, go to the door, I'm all right.
No, I'll just be home from work. Have you been crying? Mum, what's the matter?
Oh, you know, it's just being so much in debt and stuff like that. It's getting on top of me. I can't even afford to buy Rachel a new school blouse, never mind new jeans or anything. Go let your friend in, don't leave her standing outside.
Well, she might as well get used to it. We're going to be standing outside the restaurant picketing all day. Hey, Kenny Maguire's not been giving you an hassle, has he?
No, no. Look, go on, go on.
Right, lads, can you put your mats on, please?
Where would you like to stand? Okay, gentlemen, if you'd like to move off to your right, let this gentleman in. That's fine.
We won't keep you a moment, Mr. Banks.
Don't get yourself in a state, Hon.
I'm not. I just don't know what the police expect of me. I've already said I never saw the robbers' faces, and now they want me to identify one of them on an ID parade.
Yeah, and they were wearing masks, weren't they? Look, can only do your best.
Yeah, I know, but... I mean, Mick Johnson as well. He's going to be on this parade, isn't he? I mean, I know the fella.
Yeah, well, you won't be picking Mick out if you know it wasn't him, will you?
I don't know what I know anymore, love. I know what Ali felt like now. Stuck inside a police station for hours.
At least we're not locked up in a cell. Wonder how Marianne's getting on.
It'd be just routine, won't it? Because she had access to a lot of inside info, like.
And because they sacked her. I mean, the police might think she had a grudge against Lightrotech.
Who knows, eh?
Mr. Banks?
No waitressing staff at all.
On strike, Emma, Beth, all the other girls.
We'll cope. We'll do it ourselves.
I'm not a waitress, I'm a manager.
Well, you can manage a bit of waitressing then, can't you? Be good experience for you.
Oh, we've only been open a week. Can they do this? Look, I mean, your father, he was a big trade union man, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, and I'm not.
Well, didn't he teach you anything about industrial relations?
Listen, this is the way you break strikes these days, isn't it? By the management getting their hands dirty, doing the workers' jobs for them. This way, we prove to them we can manage without them.
Theoretically.
Hello? Jimmy, where are you?
Smallest knife on the outside.
Right, well, get yourself over here right now, will you?
Napkin on the side plate.
Yeah. The restaurant, where do you think?
We are not having Jimmy Corkill as a waiter.
Look, will he just get moving? Is Teddy all right, is he?
What? Jimmy Corkill is an ex-con. He's a drug addict, and he burgled my house.
Yeah, and he used to work in the prison kitchens, didn't he? So he can help us slopping out here. Yeah, look, bring Terry with you if he thinks that's best.
Not Terry. Oh, well, this is a pantomime now.
Yeah, look, he can help out in the kitchen as well, can't he? Yeah, and Jimmy, look, do us a favour, go to the Bankses and see if Mo McGee's still there for us. Yeah, well, she's not working at the club tonight, so ask her to come over as well, all right? Thanks a lot. See, she's a good barmaid, Mo, so she might make a good waitress.
It's really weird, this one-way glass stuff. Feels like every one of them can see me. They can they?
No, don't worry.
I'm sorry, this is impossible. I couldn't point the finger at any one of them.
Just a couple of final questions, then.
You could try, would you like to go home now, Mr. Dwyer?
Our job's a serious job. I take it seriously. Someone could have been killed in this robbery.
I'm really very tired, you know. Well, go on then.
Are you still certain you can't account for Mr. Johnson's whereabouts at the time of the robbery?
I've already told you. I wish I could. I really wish I could.
Your fiancé has no one to prove that he was elsewhere when the robbery was committed. Any questions that you answer truthfully can only help his case.
Look, me being here is just ridiculous. Unless you really believe that I've committed an armed robbery.
We're not questioning you on a charge of robbery. We are merely trying to establish certain information surrounding a violent crime.
Well, pardon me for my ignorance. Am I going to be able to see Mick?
That depends on the outcome of the ID parade.
OK, if you'd just like to lower your masks to just below your eyes, please. Just take your time.
That's the one.
Macca's favourite is down, but still it's Russian Spring. Russian Spring, led makes for half clear at second place. Joseph Prime on the outside of him. They're coming up to the final, and Russian Spring is pulling away from second place. Joseph's Ride, cantering almost across the line, and that's the winner. Russian Spring from second place, Joseph's Ride.
Hello, Andy. How'd you find me here?
Well, Beth said you often came here.
Yeah, I do. Wish I didn't sometimes, especially when they come home fourth like that one. You've not had one of your creditors round getting heavy, have you?
No, I've never been in a betting shop before.
You want to try having a bet sometime?
Well, I'd need the money to bet with first.
I hope you've not come looking to borrow more off me, have you?
No. Is there somewhere we can talk?
Yeah, of course there is. There's a decent pub down the road. We can slip in there and have a talk.
No, I don't really want to go for a drink.
Just an orange juice or something. We can have a nice chat. You can pick me out a horse. You never know. You might get lucky for me.
I'd be looking for myself for a change.
Hey, Mandy. Your look already changed. You met me, didn't you?
Yes, did anyone cross that picket line either?
Decided it wasn't worth the hassle.
Oh, good for them.
Perry Grant is going to blow a blood vessel.
Yeah, well, it's tough. You know, it feels like we should have placards or a banner or something, doesn't it?
You know what to write, honey.
Stop sexploitation in the workplace.
What's going on here?
This is our picket line.
Isn't this just typical of young people today? Usual thing, is it? More money, longer holidays.
No, we're striking because we're being forced to wear degrading uniforms.
I should have known you'd turn out to be an anarchist. You know, in my day, people were proud to wear uniforms to fight for their country. Excuse me. This is my son-in-law's business you're trying to ruin, you know?
Stop exploitation in the workplace. Support the strike.
Hey, what's going on here?
Well, this is our picket line. We're trying to convince people not to cross it.
Oh, right, what for?
Well, the management are insisting.
Picket line, my backside. Get out of it. Come on, mate. Come on, Mo.
I want to know the full story before I cross any picket lines.
Yeah, and I want to get a week's wages, don't I? So I'm out of it.
What's the score?
Barry Grant's trying to convince us to wear these really revealing uniforms. I mean, there's hardly anything off them.
It's murder. All the businessmen coming in and ogling you while you're trying to work.
I bet you he tries and gets the bar stuff at the Lutheran then soon.
Over my dead body, he will.
Mo, get a move on, will you?
No chance.
You won't?
Seems to me these girls have got a legitimate grievance.
What are you talking about? It's got nothing to do with you.
Hey, us workers and women have got to stick together.
So you're not going to cross our picket line?
Cross it, I'm joining it, love.
Oh, good on you.
This is typical of you men, and especially men bosses. You think you can get away with murder.
Yeah, it's a real power trip for some of them.
Well, I've never scabbed in my life, and I'm certainly not starting now for Barry Grant.
Mo, just do us a favour. Please, get in here. Barry's told me to bring you down, hasn't he? He's going to go spare with me.
Tough. Tell him I'm outside and I'm chaining myself to the railings. I'm doing me Emily Pancake impression.
You what?
Just get in, scab.
Nice one.
Well done.
So what do we do now, then?
Just pick it, I suppose.
And try and stop people from crossing it.
Well, anyone tries to get past me and I'll bite their legs off.
Any sign of Mick yet?
No, just the court officials and everyone milling about.
Do you think he really did it?
But you just don't know these days. You could be living next door to a murderer and never even know it.
Yeah, well, if he did, he must have been driven to it. I mean, there was all that talk of big debts, wasn't there, after he lost the bungalow?
And we couldn't have helped getting Marianne sacked.
So, how's Rachel?
Oh, being made fun of at school for being... Well... You know what teenagers are like.
For being what?
The POV, they call her. You know. Not having enough money for new clothes and stuff.
Kids, eh?
Did you like horse racing then?
Oh, I love it. Especially picking winners.
And do you manage that regularly?
No, not really.
Oh, well. I'm really used to this kind of thing.
What kind of thing?
You know, going out to pubs, going out with a man.
It's just an ordinary friendly thing to do.
Oh, not quite, not considering why I'm here.
I thought you wanted a little chat.
But you're not making this very easy for me.
Sorry. Like, just say what you want to say.
Oh. But more than anything else in the world, I want to be out of debt.
I know that. That's why I made you my special offer, Mandy.
And you must have... Well, go to bed with every woman who owes you money.
No. What do you take me for?
Well, why me?
Because I like you. A lot, Mandy. I mean, there's times when you just seem like you need some happiness. Looking after. And there's other times when, I don't know, you're really strong. Inside, I mean. Like you were some mysterious woman with a big dark secret. I just want to get to know you better, that's all.
So am I the first woman you've made this special offer to?
You are, yes. I promise. I'll get us another drink later.
No. Look, please, if you like me so much, isn't there any way you could just forget the money I owe you completely?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mandy. I couldn't do that.
I hate owing so much money. It's embarrassing. It's horrible not being able to give Rachel what she wants.
Well, you only have to give me what I want. That'll solve all your problems.
I think I need a bit more time to think about it.
It's a great offer, Mandy, don't you think? You'd be a fool not to take it.
I'm very grateful.
Well, I'll just pay a visit. Give you time to have a little think about it.
Going in?
I don't know now. Maybe we shouldn't have come here. It's embarrassing having been through all the ID parade stuff.
Has Mick gone in yet?
He's just gone in the dock now.
Did you pick him out on the identity parade?
I never know. I couldn't say it was anything for sure. He was picked out by old Teresa, the cleaner, though. Look, you go in if you want, love. I'll hang on to you. I don't think it'll look too good if Mick sees me as if I've come for a nose or something.
I think we're going to have to come to some compromise here.
I'm not backing down.
I'm not talking about backing down, I'm talking about a compromise.
This is going to kill our reputation.
I honestly can't see what's wrong with this uniform.
Would you wear it?
Absolutely.
Oh, aye, Bing. Not one of them, are you? What?
No, what I meant was...
David, I think it would be better if you keep out of this.
Look,
In my opinion, the uniform goes with the job. If they don't like it, there's plenty of unemployed people who will.
Excuse me, we're trying to resolve a dispute here, not start a fight, all right?
There's another two decided to go somewhere else.
Can I borrow your mobile, Mr. Grant?
No, why?
Just so I can phone all the girls who work in the Louvre. You know, get them to come out in sympathy.
Come on, Barry. Look, we've got too much cash tied up in this place to get off to this kind of start.
I think you're going to have to give in gracefully. There's no way we can cope on our own.
Looks like I'm on a loser here then, doesn't it?
So, have they let you go without a charge?
Yeah. Same as they should be doing to Mick.
So what's happening?
Oh, they haven't read the charges out yet. They'll never be able to make it stick.
Looks exhausted.
The court will rise.
Here we go.
What do you think?
I reckon they'll back down.
Fingers crossed.
Well, we've got a suggestion we'd like to put to you.
We're prepared to forget about the uniforms.
Great.
On one condition.
And what's that?
As a sort of productivity deal, you work on Christmas Day.
Treble time.
Double.
Double time and a half.
All right, double time and a half, but that's our last offer.
Okay, that's a deal. As long as all the other girls agree.
I'll come and help you persuade them.
Well, hopefully that's that all over and done with. Now perhaps we can get back to work.
What up to us then?
You were lucky this time, so don't get cocky. I wanted to sack the lot of you. I know you were the ringleader, so you better be on your best behaviour, or else.
They've charged him with robbery and carrying a firearm.
Has he been remanded?
No, they're letting him out on police bail.
Well, that's something, I suppose. I didn't do it, you know that, don't you? I was nowhere near the place.
I know. Come on, let's get you home. See the kids.
But I'm finished, darling. I want to go away from this. And I'm innocent. I didn't do it.
A Channel 4 book, Brookside, Life in the Close, is out now, price £14.99. Well, starting over on ITV soon, Peak Practice. Here on 4 after the break, Ellen meets the man of her dreams. Trouble is, the man of her nightmares seems determined to spoil things.